the show hasn't even started yet, and I am so excited to announce next week's theme. I just am so tickled every time I think about it.
Oh, I hope we have many, many more weeks of this. Oh.
One can only hope that we'll be continually trapped in our homes so that we can share this with everyone.
What a joy, truly. Oh, Julie.
Oh.
The joys of being home. There's no place like it, they say, and currently there truly is no other place.
Indeed, literally.
There is no other place.
Well, Gwen, I do believe we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Welcome, Chin Chin.
Chin Chin. Centani.
Does that mean 10 years?
That's how long we'll be in our homes.
Oh,
welcome everyone to the IB or Improv Boston Baking Challenge. We are so happy to see all of you back here in the tent with us.
Absolutely. I'm Gwen and this is Julie, and we are here to present some of the most innovative and exciting baking that's happening right now, even amongst all the loaves of sourdough, of which I have one right here.
Oh, congratulations. Now, is this your second sourdough?
This is, and you know what? It's very exciting. I can get a knife through this one. So.
Oh, that's already an improvement.
Is.
Show that up to the camera. Let's see the proof on that.
Look at that proof. Look at that. I'm moving up in this world.
Absolutely. You know, Doc Chappa has posted several loaves of bread in the chat. It was like he was predicting that you'd be sharing your sourdough.
Oh my goodness, Doc Chappa, thank you so much for your support. Now, I believe, while speaking of loaves, we have a special guest who we want to give a little more airtime to, a fan favorite on the IB Baking Challenge, if you will, and that is our good friend, Loaf.
Yes, Loaf is joining us in the tent with some family time. We're about to meet Loaf's cousin, Doe.
Ooh, I wonder if they Zoom with their family.
And Kat is joining us so that, oh, look at that.
Oh,
a little Blakey.
Baby Loaf. The first swimming lesson. Oh.
Oh, it looks like Loaf's little cousin Doe is as good as catch as my dog.
Oh my goodness. Look at Loaf riding that aggressive turtle. Oh. Wow. It looks dangerous. Watch out, Loaf.
A thundercat, no less.
Oh my goodness, they found flour and yeast? Loaf, you're very lucky. Oh, the beach. Well, I hope they were social distanced.
I was going to say, Loaf has already done more in this video than I have in the past 2 months.
Yes, very true. Oh, learning, expanding the mind. I thought about doing that, and then I sat on my couch. More silence.
Oh my.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, there's no accounting for good taste, I suppose. I don't know that I would refer to that Dickens character as comedy, but it is what it is.
What a great message. Thank you so much, Doe and Loaf.
Thank you.
I love the suggestions we get for our videos. Oh my goodness. Well,
I almost knocked over my book. I had a book to share later, but I almost knocked it down. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, before we go into our next one, I would love to say thank you to Improv Boston, who's putting out such fun content. I know that I personally, as myself, really enjoyed Late Night with Finger Puppet Charles Dickens, and other programming that IB is putting out. Later today, there's Doodle Improv, which is coming out at 6 p.m. Super fun. And
It's a world premiere.
it's a brand new thing. And I know that there is a special thing going on with Improv Boston this weekend, Julie. Is there not? For donations?
There is indeed. Yes, absolutely. A very generous donor. It's Christy, and you're amazing, is going to match all donations up to $3,000. So get those pocketbooks out and take your credit card out for your contactless payment so that you don't have to touch anyone or anything. And you can safely donate right from your home at improvboston.com/donate.
Yes, well, and as we know, money is very dirty. So we've made it all digital, and you can send us some of it, and we will deal with it for you.
Mm-hmm. You know, speaking of back when people used money, we have what might be our oldest contestant thus far joining us in the tent. I'm thrilled for this one. So we have Nana, and she is sharing with us her gluten and dairy-free cake.
Oh, excellent. Well, thank you, Nana, for being here.
Sam,
yes.
How do you make this thing? Elizabeth,
well,
is
that's
this
already
on?
unexpected.
Is it working?
It's on.
How do you?
It's on.
Okay, okay.
We should probably have a not safe for work warning at the start of this. I'm making a wild guess
making
here.
A cake, you need to preheat the oven to 350
Tell
degrees.
them your name.
Why do they need to know my name for?
People want that.
They don't need to know my name. You're gonna... What kind of cake is this? It's a gluten fake. It's a fake gluten cake. It's a gluten
I do like that she's coordinated her nails
cake.
with her
Why,
90.
What is gluten? Why do people hate it so much? I don't understand. All right, well, you're gonna
Well, I think the problem is
2.5 cups of
the gluten hates them, sadly.
whatever flour you want. Fucking nonsense. None of this would have happened during the Nixon administration.
Oh, indoors.
What do you mean I can't smoke in here?
Get it, Nana?
I don't know that those glasses are a great
Oh, and I've
prescription.
gone ahead and boiled this water with a half cup of sugar for 3 minutes. You're gonna want to mix a half cup of sugar with a third of a cup of dairy-free butter. What the hell do they make dairy-free butter out of? What are they making that out of?
Dairy-free butter out of. Maybe our viewers can write some suggestions in the Twitch. What is dairy-free butter made of? What do we think? Wrong answers.
That doesn't look... Is that just liquor?
This is my medicine.
Give me that.
Come on, I'm trying to cook here, girly.
You know, as they say, the girlie is doing the Lord's work here with Nana helping her. Well, it looks like Nana will check in with her later, I think. See where she's progressed with that.
Yes. Well, you know, some would say that drinking cooking alcohol might not be tasty, but I say to you that these are desperate times. And if I choose to drink vanilla, it is technically a bourbon.
I absolutely agree with.
I will have to. My dog is being very loud. The joys of being home.
Well, while Gwen does that, you know, we have several guests today.
We do.
Gwen, I just noticed our next guest that's listed.
Yes,
I was not made
aware.
Listen,
he's a part of the Improv Boston community. We love our Improv Boston community, and we've invited him back. It is Finger Puppet Charles Dickens. I'm so sorry.
And I think that's one of the truly wonderful things about the Improv Boston community is that everyone is welcome.
Everyone is welcome.
Even trash finger puppets. Let's check in
Hello,
on
it is I, Finger Puppet Charles Dickens, returning for another episode of the IB Baking Challenge with Julie the Car and Gwen Coburn. Hello. I want to show you my ingredients. I've got sugar, dark brown sugar. I've got tea. I think that's tea. Baking soda and flour. These will be what I use to bake donuts, or as I call
I don't
them,
think he's
these
baking
nuts.
a thing.
Ha ha. But seriously, Julie the car, look into my eyes. Look in them. I want you to know I'm going to bake honestly and truthfully. No jokes, no bits. Nothing but real, honest baking.
I find that hard
I
to
will
believe.
bake these donuts now, honestly and clearly. First step.
It's time for my brand new show. That's right, it's a brand new talk show called Late Night with Finger Puppet Charles Dickens. That's right, it's my own show. It's full of comedy. Lots of funny things are going to happen on this show. Take that, Julie the Car. I'll have so many guests, including Mark Twain, Captain James Tiberius Kirk, Baby Yoda, and a dog that means business. But on my late night talk show, you know who will never be my guest? Not you, Julie the Car. That's right, you with that yellow coat looking confused. That's right, no one will ever be on my show. My show will be fantastic. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 o'clock on Improv Boston. You should watch my show. Finger Puppet Charles Dickens forever.
Good. What a whirlwind marathon of baking that I just did. I did all this baking, and here's my finished product. Donuts. Or these nuts. There's blueberries and a glaze. I even individually wrapped them. I took the time to do that. They didn't come that way from any sort of packet. Where are you going with the camera? Get the camera over here. No, stay over here. Yes, I baked these donuts myself. I'll even test. Here we go. Delicious. That was my honest bake. Take that, Julie the Car.
I have to say the tension between the two of you is palpable. I don't mean to pry.
I have to say that Finger Puppet Charles Dickens, yet again, has to be disqualified from this competition. I mean, this is really, how many chances are we going to give that monster? Those donuts came from Erin McKenna's Bakery from Florida, which is an NYC bakery. I don't really know how that breaks down, but the point is, that man is a sham. And I didn't give him permission to use that photo of me.
I'm so sorry. Well, the good news is you looked lovely in that shade of mustard yellow.
Thank you. Yellow is truly my color. I've never felt better about a color.
It truly is. Now, I have begun to feed my homemade bread to my dog, which I believe is a new level of quarantine. Yes, Bella, what do you think? Yes, she says stale, but a good effort.
Yes, live in the chat from Grimster27, we see it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, and then got needy. That's with a K. I'm assuming they mean Finger Puppet Charles Dickens got needy.
Yes, that does sound accurate. Beautiful. Let's see, who do we have next?
Next we have Lauren. It's like a palate cleanser after that Dickens sham.
Oh,
Lauren is one of our returning guests.
Oh my goodness.
We're so lucky to have.
You know what Lauren also does is Lauren is also an instructor at Improv Boston. And I want to take a moment to make a special note because Lauren is offering a very fantastic class that is starting next week. It is a monologue class.
I'm taking her current class.
Oh my goodness. I hear it's wonderful.
Absolutely fantastic.
There's a whole session of new classes going up for the next 3-week online session. They also have one-off workshops, so whatever fits into your schedule. It's a great way to connect with the rest of the community, to make art in a structured and creative way, which is truly something I've been missing very much in this time, and something I'm so grateful for online. So check that out at improvboston.com/classes.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Let's check in on Lauren and the donuts.
Yeah.
I like how she labels them. It's like everything is like a Friends episode, and she's our friend.
I'm Lauren, and today we're going to
Hello,
do
Lauren.
something for fall because it's snow today, but it is spring. So today we're going to be making baked apple pie donuts. For this, I have brown sugar, flour, buttermilk, baking soda, baking powder, cinnamon, butter, vanilla, apples, more butter, eggs, and extra cinnamon as well. So I know buttermilk isn't something that we may have around right now for reasons. So I actually made this on my own. I used light cream, a cup of it, and then a teaspoon of lemon juice. Although I also could have used normal milk and then a teaspoon of vinegar. Okay, so we're gonna make our apple pie.
Well, I didn't know that you
so
could do
we
that.
need to slice up these apples.
Learning more every day. Thank you.
She
Okay,
really
so
cuts
I
those
have
apples
my
fast.
apples diced up. I'm gonna leave them for a moment and start on the butter and the sugar, which needs to be put in this pan first.
Is that a new apron?
Okay, we're going to add the apples now. And we're gonna leave that at a really low heat for a little while. Okay, so now we're going to combine the brown sugar, the buttermilk, the melted butter, vanilla, and the eggs.
No, every time Lauren makes something.
Ingredients now combined. I'm going to add in my dry ingredients now to my mixer.
I like how she portions out all the ingredients
These
so we can
ingredients
see
are now
them.
combined. I'm going to add in my apple pie donut filling. Great, so I have my makeshift piping bag and we're going to start filling our trees. Okay, so these guys are ready, so we're just going to put them in the oven for about 11 minutes or so. Okay, so I think the donuts are
Woo! I
wait.
cannot wait to see what happens when those donuts come out. Oh my goodness. We truly are so very lucky for all of the guests that we have join us every week, whether they're joining us for the first time or whether they're joining us every single week, like our dear friend Kat, who just comes back every week. And as you know, Kat and Lauren and Benton, they're all such fan favorites. We really are just so lucky to have them. When we have no video from you right now, it's fascinating.
I know. You know what? I'm gonna have to see what I can do about that. I may have to leave and come back.
When I think it's safe to say, that the Improv Boston Baking Challenge has broken the internet. All of the hundreds of fans that are watching right now, we've just simply broken it. Now, you know who else breaks the internet?
Who?
Our friend Nana. Let's check on sassy Nana and see how things are with her. Oh, she's taking liquor out of her bosom. You know, I think she'd get along really well with
Nonsense.
finger puppet Charles Dickens.
Get your wet ingredients and
There's teeth in that.
Them my weekend teeth. I forgot those were here. Okay, butter. I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind. We need butter. Scoop a.
Oh.
No, I don't need help. Butter, if you can call
We
it
still
that.
don't know what the vegan butter is made of, do we?
I know. I'm waiting to hear.
And do what? Let's see.
Win, try muting one of your feeds.
Yes. Is that better?
Just like butter. Dang! How do they do that? What? That is witchcraft.
I hope that
I'm
knife
so
doesn't
sure.
go back in. Oh, is that a professional
half
KitchenAid?
cup.
Nana simply can't believe it's not butter.
It always reminds me of when I was in the Dominican Republic, and well, this was, of course, before I met your grandfather.
Nana.
Oh.
But this was just an errand for the insane.
Hello, Nana.
You should just be able to add rum. It's the same thing. It's not coming out.
Oh,
Elizabeth,
now that's a substitution I haven't
know
heard
how
of.
you would ever.
Yes. I might try it later.
Get oil out of it, but.
I've also heard you can
Is
substitute
it in
rum for
miles per
water.
hour or feet per second? Whoa! That was too much! Okay, you're gonna want to get your sugar water. That's my teeth again! I just can't. And nice and slow till it looks like pudding. What? those dang pans.
Oh,
It feels like things are going a bit off the rails for Nana.
they truly are. And you know what? They went a little bit off the rails for me. I think the sheep were interfering with my internet, so I had to come back inside.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, welcome
Yeah.
back to the tent, Gwen.
Thank you. Thank you. Bella and I are very glad.
Of course. Speaking of returning favorites to the tent, we have Kat with us again, live in the tent. Kat, are you there?
Oh, and can you hear me?
Yes! Kat,
What?
are you outside?
Cat, do
Well-
not go outside. Do not go outside.
It's literally the theme this week.
I thought it was not do not go out.
Do not go outside.
it's-
It's a pun.
It was a pun. It was a word pun. Do not.
We
Okay,
need to be clearer with our puns.
Okay, well, I have to get back to the tent then. But I mean, I will say, whenever you're outside, make sure to bring your trusty mayonnaise. All right, well,
Did you
I'll-
use as a? Is
hand
it a trail to get
sanitizer?
back to your? What? Kat, don't put don't do
I
that. Don't put the
have-
mayonnaise. Oh.
Well, this is all I have
thought
left,
you
so I
meant
have
the
to
mayo was
conserve
hand
it.
sanitizer.
Oh.
Wait, no, she did. Oh, Kat,
Kat,
don't put
Kat,
the
don't.
mayo on your hands.
Cat, don't. It's not sunscreen, Cat. It does not protect you from the UV rays. Oh, if anything, I would believe
Yeah,
it would amplify them.
Oh,
Oh no.
Kat.
Oh dear.
Got it.
Oh,
Can you see that? I have to make sure that, I bumped up against the wall earlier, so now it's protected.
Oh. Oh. The uses of
I
mayonnaise.
can't hand sanitize. I have to be careful though. I have one hand on my phone, so I can't put the mayo on that yet until I get back in the tent and wash my hands.
yes, please get back in the tent. You can leave the mayo outside, Kat. We're really excited to see what
Yes.
you do with the theme sans mayo.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Oh,
We'll s-
I'll pop back in a few.
We can't wait.
we can't wait, Cat. Oh,
She
yes.
really, truly has a gift with
Mm.
the mayo.
Yes, and Kat makes a good point, though through means that I find inexplicable, which is that when one is outside, although you're not supposed to go outside, do not go outside. But should you go outside, please wash your hands for 20 seconds at least when you come back inside. And leave the mayo. Just leave the mayo.
Leave the mayo.
Leave the mayo.
And like we said, Kat is truly a gift to us, and we are so lucky to have her. And speaking of gifts, so is Improv Boston. And if you would like to support Improv Boston with a donation, no matter how small or large, you can go to improvboston.com/donate. And if you're just joining us in the tent, first of all, you're late, but that's fine. And second of all, we have a generous offer from Christy. Snaps and claps for Christy.
Snaps and claps for Christie's. Clap, Bella, clap. Clap, clap, clap.
She's matching every donation up to $3,000 this week. This weekend, rather.
$3,000.
You know, for that amount, I would spoon mayonnaise into my mouth.
You know what, Julie? Let's make it official. Shall we?
Shall we? Oh, how shall we?
Let's say that should we match the donations this weekend, then next weekend, Julie and I will spoon mayonnaise into our mouths. I'm torn. But I will do it for my love of Improv Boston.
Absolutely. You heard it here first, everyone. We just need to match $3,000. That would be a donation of $6,000. When Christy matches it, no amount is too small. And if we meet that, then next week, Gwen and I will proudly spoon mayonnaise into our mouths.
That we shall. Oh, excellent. I'm so proud to be able to contribute to my community, though my heart is sore at the thought of the mayonnaise.
But it's pure and happy at the thought of supporting Improv Boston.
It truly is. Improv Boston does such good work.
They really do. And speaking of people that support Improv Boston, sans mayonnaise, why don't we check on Lauren and see how the donuts are doing?
Yes, let's.
When we last met, she was about to pull them out of the oven. Those oven mitts coordinate with the new apron. I see you, Lauren, and I love it.
Yes.
I'm just gonna take these out of the bowl.
Oh,
Okay, so the donuts are cold. We're now going to start thickening. This is some extra stuff. I've just melted some butter, and then I have some cinnamon sugar with. Because I have a little bit of vanilla frosting I want to get rid of, I'm going to decorate my lattice with that.
oh my goodness.
Okay, we have our baked apple pie donuts, some with a cinnamon sugar topping and some with a vanilla frosting topping. And I'm going.
Look at that sweater. You know, it did snow yesterday, and Lauren is right on theme.
It's so good.
Oh, Lord, it looks so good.
It looks so
It reminds
good.
me of fall and apple picking on the Topsfield Fair.
Oh,
It's so good. Yay!
yes.
Oh!
Hey,
It's the appearance
Hello,
from Dan!
Hello, Dan. Oh, Dan is one of our active fans in the chat, and we do appreciate the support of both Dan and Lauren. Now, I have to say, every week I look forward to Lauren's videos, and my mouth is watering, and I cannot wait to taste. We need to have a potluck after all this, and only so that I can taste some of Lauren's baked goods, because I dream about them now. I truly do. They are in my
wonderful.
core and dreams.
And
oh, Bella does not.
Speaking of returning guests, we got a surprise entry from Benton. He was very busy this week, and so we weren't sure that we would be receiving a video, but just like a sparrow in the night, it has arrived, and we are ready to unbake pizza and return to the old country.
Oh
I
my
am
goodness.
also ready for that,
I
as
am
well as to
very
return to our old lives. Look at that gorgeous pizza. Oh,
Oh,
oh.
oh, look at all that cheese.
Oh, fresh tomatoes along with the sauce. Genius.
I'm credit, of course.
Oh. Oh, a little dancing.
Put that sausage back together.
So it's interesting because this is a 5-minute and 41-second video, but
So what
what is,
happened?
what is there to expect? I can't help but dance to this music.
I know, Bella is already dead.
I'm also impressed at the music change.
goodness.
Well, we'll have to find out what happens to the rest in a little bit, but my goodness, that was thrilling.
Truly an epic proportion.
You know, when they talk about directors and they talk about their early work, there's always that one film where they really just step out and you see their vision and all of that. And I think this might be Benton's film.
Yes, yes. It reminded me of Lord of the Rings, but for pizza.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my goodness. I love it. So speaking of Lord of the Rings, do you think Kat has made it inside yet? I've been concerned about her.
I do hope she's been inside and washing her hands. Shall we check in with her?
Yes, Kat, are you there? Have you made it inside? Oh, thank goodness.
Yes, we have made it back inside.
Wonderful.
Loaf and I, actually, Loaf hasn't made it past the doorway yet. One moment.
Oh, of course. Oh, she brought the mayo is there.
The mayo is there.
She forgot the loaf, but the mayo is there.
Oh, the first thing I took out of my pocket made to sanitize the outside so it was all ready for the creation.
Well, Kat, you wouldn't be you if you didn't have some amazing and creative and mayonnaise-laden creation. So what is it that you've chosen to bake for us?
So this week I made donut holes.
Oh.
Some nice cute little donut holes here. They're chocolate flavored. And now
all right.
The very first week, one of my favorite flavor pairings that's very comforting and normal is chocolate and mayonnaise.
Doesn't it feel like mayonnaise pairs better with a savory donut, like a tuna donut or a bread donut?
Yes, or a chive donut.
Have you ever considered a not sweet or citrus pairing with your donut?
Don't be crazy, Julie. Who's ever had a savory tuna donut? Ugh.
You're right. I'm clearly the crazy one here. You had a question, Gwen.
Is a savory donut not a bagel? These are philosophical things I shall ponder.
You bring up a good point, but this is a donut challenge this week, so...
All right, well, do not let us keep you from eating your mayo bowl.
Oh, well, so I wanted to show you on camera the last step of the process. So I've made the donut holes, but I want to fill them with the mayo, very similar to one of those Boston cream donuts, but have the mayo inside of it.
Oh.
So I have one of my donut holes here, and I have a metal straw I'm going to use to poke in. Oops, well, I've come out the other side a little bit. That's okay.
Maybe just send the mayo out the other side.
Yes.
But then that would be done inside, and that's the most delicious part.
Oh.
And so I've made the hole here kind of as like a pilot hole, as if one were doing construction. I'm going to make it larger with the side of the whisk here because I want a really good ratio of mayonnaise to donut. There's nothing more disappointing when you don't get mayo in every bite.
Yes,
nothing, I'm sure.
I frequently say the same thing.
Yes.
So we have a nice large hole there.
Oh boy, she's really going for it.
Take a squirt bottle. This is very important. A knife just wouldn't cut it. This way I can get maximum mayo in the donut hole.
To be fair, a knife would cut it.
No.
Literally.
True.
So funny. All right, so we have a nice mayonnaise-filled donut hole, and I'm just going to pop it in.
Oh no.
But I don't think I made the hole big enough. The mayonnaise is all gone.
No.
Oh, no, that's not it. Oh dear, it's still happening.
How many eggs must be used?
Cat, we're going to check on Nana now. That truly looks delicious, and it pains me to say this, but I certainly look forward to eating mayo next week because that would mean that we've made our donation goal for the weekend at improvboston.com/donate.
Donate.
Let's check on Nana. Thank you so
Yes.
much, Cat.
Thank you, Cat.
Oh.
Hello, Nana.
Here's somewhere.
I never thought I'd feel safe with
Alright,
Nana, but here we are.
But here we are.
Breezy. Elizabeth!
Yeah.
Oh, you read my mind. Some amount.
You know, that looks really, it does have a pudding consistency.
We are ready
It
for
does.
the
Accurate, Nana.
Around this time, I like to take a 7th inning stretch and maybe a little nap.
It's a good suggestion, Nana.
Yes. She's off to nap. Whoop.
Oh,
Whoop.
oh,
Nope.
quite
Nana.
literal. That's right there.
You know what? Nap where you can. That's what I say.
Is that here?
Oh, there's someone in the
Boy, I
background
turned
that's
his
very
brother upside down.
confused by this.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Oh.
Worked.
Oh, wow.
those look good,
That's just
Nana.
the prettiest thing you ever did see. That looks like the bare ass of Jesus right there.
Oh.
Some people need to make a 2-layer monstrosity, but with a cake like this, I don't even wait till it's cool. I just take some raspberry jam,
Ooh.
put that on there. I get some whipped cream.
You know,
Oh,
Nana
I
has
can't, I'll
good
eat it.
taste. Foul
Yeah.
mouth, but good
Perfect.
taste.
Ready
You
to
know,
go.
this is called either a Victoria sponge or...
Elizabeth! Did you This
Oh.
cake reminds me of birthday parties. Before taxes were invented. This is why we have to teach children to bake so that they know to do things with their hands.
Well, certainly we're all learning to do things with our hands. I don't think I'll ever buy a cake again, now that I have Nana's
Really?
recipe.
Yes. So, sorry, you were going to say, you said it's either a Victoria sponge
Or it can be called a George Washington cake.
Really?
Yes.
So then what is the difference between the Victoria sponge and the Genoese sponge?
Oh, goodness. Well, if I had to guess, I would say that the Victoria sponge is upright and upstanding and probably has a lot of social responsibilities, and that the Genoese sponge probably gets to vacation a lot more often and just be part of the upper echelon of nobility without
More of a-
the governance.
This all sounds very, very accurate.
Yes.
Are you ready to check back in on Benton's pizza?
I am very ready to check back in on Benton's pizza.
You know, these are always the moments that I feel like we are on the cusp of someone winning it. The dough is self-aware.
Wow, and I believe that's it. That's the end of it. Now, self-aware flour that searches for how to cook itself.
Do you think that's where loaf came from?
More philosophical questions, Julie Carr. Now, it almost strikes me as a form of horror film. Although backwards,
So
I suppose it would be a triumph.
so interesting, because my impression of the film was more of a Scorsese vibe.
Ooh. Well, you know what?
You know,
All
like
the best directors leave you to your personal interpretation. They're merely a canvas for your projection.
speaking of
Oh.
canvas, we are nearing the end of our journey together this afternoon.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
so
Bella
it's
is very disappointed. She's gotten much
oh
bread out of this situation.
well, I'm sure that Bella will have more bread next week, because I
Yes.
don't know about you, but I can't stop baking.
No, I can't stop baking. It's become a problem.
Yes.
Anyways.
So Gwen, I have pretty thrilling news.
Yes.
We're not quite at $3,000 yet, but we are a mere $390.
Oh,
That
so close.
is so close. That is less than the cost of both KitchenAid mixes behind me here in the tent. And
Yes.
if you are as annoyed as I am that someone left one of those KitchenAid mixes tilted up, but not the other one, then that alone should be a reason to donate. But if
Absolutely.
390 people donated $1, we'd be there. Kat, yes.
I just wanted to say, those who are viewing, I would be willing to eat 3 spoonfuls of mayonnaise right in front of you if 3 people will donate even just $10 and type it in the chat right now.
Oh my goodness.
We're so very close.
We're so very close.
I think this is an older chat, but Doc Chappa did say, I enjoy cake history. You're welcome. All right, Kit Tempest says yes.
All right.
No mayo from Lauren Chappa. Oh, you're just gonna do it. Oh dear. Oh, that's a very. We can count that as 2. We can count that as 2.
We can count it as 2. Not yet. Oh goodness. Well, I think we've come to that section where we present awards. And in the meanwhile, if during the awards you choose to go to improvboston.com/donate and donate, we might reach our goal. I will be thrilled if we reach our goal of 3,000, and I'm willing to up it. Julie, I will eat 2 spoonfuls of mayonnaise next week.
If we get to $3,000 by the end of the awards, if our show can get $390, in addition to eating the mayonnaise, I will also look up a wonderful mayonnaise skin routine and utilize that as well.
Yes.
I do believe you can do that with hair as well as skin, so I'll do
then
that.
I will do something for my hair. If we should reach it in the next few minutes while we do our awards. My goodness, Julie, the things we do for the places we love, and we do love Improv Boston. If you love Improv Boston, or if you've never been to Improv Boston and you're thinking, how fun this sounds, and it truly is, you can do it too. Go to improvboston.com/classes and sign up for some of our online classes. It's been such a joy in this time to connect and laugh with other people.
Absolutely. Well, yes, of course. So first, we have, so this is an award from me. I almost tried to go to our big winner. I was so excited about this whole process. Yes. I'd really like to give an award. I call this the Traditionalist Award. And I'd like to give that to someone that joined us new this week, who really gave us a traditional recipe that reminded me of summers on the Cape with my own Nana. So that award is the submission from Rebecca for the gluten and dairy-free cake, which frankly looked delicious.
Oh, claps, 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 claps for Rebecca. Claps, claps, claps. It reminded me of my Nana too. She sleeps on the counter. Yes. And I would like to give an award for best hygiene when re-entering the home, because not only did they wash their hands, but they also made sure to wipe down all the things that they'd had with them. And this award for best hygiene when re-entering the home goes to a cat. A clap, 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 clap.
Thank you. Here, I'll do an extra hand wash just for
No, you're already in the home.
You're in the home.
too clean.
I literally heard the mayo squelch.
Oh, just the word squelch makes me feel all squelchy inside.
I will say though, I didn't know if she would be able to turn off the camera, so I thought we would just see mayo hands for the rest of the award ceremony.
That's true.
So that's at least something.
That is something.
Oh. But I think for me, the next award really goes to the ultimate tie-in, and that is the coordination of the dish with the season, with the ensemble, with the apron. And of course, that award goes to Lauren.
Claps, 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 claps,
Claps, claps, claps, snaps, 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 claps, claps, snaps.
claps. Now we have one more award, and that is our Bake of the Week. And this week, it goes to something that I baked, but here it was not just baked, but baked and unbaked. Our resident film director, turning out exciting cinema at this time when I can no longer go to the cinema. That is Benton. I claps, 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 claps.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And that Bake of the Week. That Bake of the Week that Gwen is referring to is the gluten-free banana bread. You'll have to join us next week to find out the winner of this week's bake. And I'm sure everyone will be joining us for that, not to see if we'll be eating mayo.
Yes, I'm sure they won't be watching to see if we're eating mayo or not. So I do encourage you once more, if you would like to support a wonderful organization and to see us eat mayo, then donate
And
to
wear
Improv.
it.
And wear it. If you're very excited about us wearing mayo, I would say you have until 4 o'clock to hit the goal of 3,000. So that is stepping it up. I am very attached to my hair. Very attached to it.
I have heard mayo is good for hair. I will give you that. And also, we have more shows today. At 6 p.m., there's a new show. It's I can't remember the name. I should have checked beforehand, but it has Doodle in the title. It's a brand new show. Rebecca, who submitted the video from her Nana, Doodle Prov.
Doodle Prov.
It has nothing to do with the scheduling app, for the record.
No. Although they often use that in the Prov.
There you go. And we do hope that you'll join us next week for our theme. Our theme next week is mise en shelter in place.
Yes.
What is mise en place? Google it, just like the gluten-free Bob's Red Mill did. Well, see, now I'm being told it's called Once Upon a Doodle. Also, Doc Chapel wants to know how many days a week is Charles Dickens. Too many days, Doc Chappa, too many days.
And by that, Julie, does mean 2 days. It is Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 to 10:30. We also have shows Fridays and Saturdays, and we're constantly coming out with new content. So keep updated on the improvboston.com website and or Facebook page.
And now it's time to close our show.
It is.
As we close our show, we would like to send a very special thank you to Matt. Matt is back there literally keeping the tent running and supporting us with all of the tech. So once again, we thank Matt with another song about the hero he is.
Let's see that